There was once a young man named Ethan who lived in a small town surrounded by mountains. He wasn't rich, he wasn't famous, and honestly, he wasn't even sure what he wanted in life. All he knew was that his dreams were small, just like the town he lived in. Every day, Ethan worked at a small mechanic shop. He fixed cars, changed tires, and earned just enough to pay rent. But deep inside, he felt something missing. He would often look at the cars passing by, luxury cars owned by people from the city, and whisper to himself, maybe, someday. One day, an old man named Mr. Collins came to the shop. He was known to be one of the richest businessmen in the state. Ethan fixed his car quickly, and as Mr. Collins was about to leave, he smiled and said, "You have talent, young man. Have you ever thought of opening your own garage?" Ethan laughed nervously and said, "Me? I can't even afford a new wrench, sir. How could I ever open a garage?" Mr. Collins looked him in the eye and said something Ethan would never forget. "The size of your life is determined by the size of your thinking." Those words hit him like lightning. That night, Ethan couldn't sleep. He kept replaying that line over and over again. The size of your life is determined by the size of your thinking. So the next morning, Ethan did something he had never done before. He started thinking big. He imagined himself owning not just one garage, but a chain of service centers.
He imagined training young mechanics like him. He imagined success, not as a dream, but as a decision. He began saving every penny. He took free online business courses at night. He started reading books about success, entrepreneurship, and the power of mindset, and slowly his thoughts began to shape his reality. One day he gathered all his courage and went to the local bank to ask for a loan. The manager laughed. "Ethan, you're a great mechanic, but running a business is different. You're dreaming too big." But Ethan smiled and replied, "Sir, that's the only way I know how to dream now." After many rejections, one small investor believed in him, and that was enough. With that single chance, Ethan opened his first small garage. He named it Dream Motors. At first, customers were few. He worked 16 hours a day. Some nights, he slept inside the garage because he couldn't afford to go home. But he kept repeating those words. "Think big, Ethan. Think big." A few years later, Dream Motors became one of the most trusted auto service brands in the region. He opened multiple branches, hired dozens of employees, and even started mentoring young mechanics. People who once laughed at his dreams now came to him for advice. One day, he was invited to speak at a business conference. Standing on the stage, he looked at the audience and said, "When I was young, I used to fix cars. But when I started thinking big, I started fixing my life." The crowd gave him a standing ovation. Ethan smiled and added, "Dreams don't require money, they require belief. If your dream doesn't scare you, it's too small. So, think big, because your life will always rise to the level of your thoughts." And from that day, Ethan became a living example of what happens when you dare to think beyond your limits. Because the truth is simple. Small thinking keeps you trapped. Big thinking sets you free. Never limit your dreams to your circumstances. The power of thinking big can turn an ordinary life into an extraordinary journey.